say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Navy midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Ready for kickoff as we get this game started. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Air Force's offense will go to work first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollock.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. The give to the big fullback. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Mids offense will go to work for the first time today. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after him.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A strike downfield. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to get him. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Offensive play.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. To the air, it's Horvat. Release to the back. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Navy holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll power it inside with the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Johnson wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Carson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first two times they had it. Motion from the back. Powers through the defender. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Johnson looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Falcons line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and...
Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hodges. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks a tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Give to the big fullback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They want to run this quarterback. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
Trying to slam in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Try to barge their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Goes to the option. He'll keep it himself. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of fourth down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Now on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to...
It's a running room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Horvath. Catch in the middle. It's Chapman. He's loose. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it on the run. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipmen. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent
Wide open spaces. It's a seam wide open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big pass.
Turning on the Jets. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Horvath. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sticks it in his belly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing up.
Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. Oh, a lot of space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. Gonna run it. It's Hodges. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Big fullback's got it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Chapman. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious.